Hey everybody, Marky Mark from Brilliant Radio. I just want to give a big shout out to Nathan Lavash and Donnie Hasse. That's Haese. Both of which are Brilliant's own, and they basically did the play-by-play for tonight's game. I think they did a really good job, and Nathan has done this. It'll be Nathan's second game that he's in play-by-play, and I think he did a great job in the first game. That YouTube video with him calling the play-by-play literally got like 125 views within like 3 or 4 days. I mean, that's pretty freaking awesome. And now that he has his buddy Donnie Hasse, hopefully I'm pronouncing your name right, Donnie. It's going to get even better. I think they work really well together. We did only have one mic this time because I didn't know really till the last minute that Donnie was going to show up and do like color commentating, I guess, and with Nathan. But it turned out really good. So next time I'm going to bring like a little mixer along. Basically, it's going to be one of these things. It's one of these things, and I'll stick 2 microphones in it, and then I'm going to get a splitter for the headphone out in the camera, so they can both have headphones, and it's just going to sound even more professional, which is exactly what our guys deserve. You know, a nice professional-looking recording of all their games, or as many games as we could fit in there. And man, was it a blast. So almost all the Brilliant Lions recordings, the person you hear the loudest is me. So I've got my Ric Flair cheer. Woo! I don't know, if you don't know who Ric Flair is, you'll have to Google, but kind of dates me a little bit. And let's see, I got my Arnold Schwarzenegger cheer. But man, it was I had so much fun, and I hope you really enjoy the video. Thanks for watching and listening to our stream. This month we had about 340 listening hours, or last month. So we're on track to get back up to 400 listening hours, which is awesome. That means I don't know how many people listen, but that means people listen to the internet stream of our station for a little over 300 hours, I think, last month. So we're slowly inching our way back up to close to 400. We were close to 400 there for a while, like over the summer, and then we had like massive troubles with Charter Communications. I'm not a big fan, but man, they got things working now, so I'm willing to give them a break. Anyway, I want to say thanks for watching this video. I think you're really going to enjoy it. And if you have any comments, please let us know on Facebook or on the video's YouTube page, whatever page, link that you click on from either our site or Facebook, and just leave us comments. If you've had suggestions on how I can shoot the game better. I fully admit sometimes I get so caught up in the game that I don't pan exactly what I'm supposed to, but it is what it is. I'll try and do better. Okay, thank you very much, and that is it.
Lions! Well, Lincoln Conference puts a special emphasis on encouraging a good sportsmanship. We encourage everyone to cheer for the athletes and refrain from actions that are intended to ridicule or distract the other team or officials. We hope you will enjoy the game and support the athletes in a positive and sportsmanlike manner. To honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able to stand, remove your hats and place your hand over your heart for the playing of the national anthem. We will now introduce the starting lineups. First for St. Mary Central. A senior, number 10.
And hello and welcome to the Brilliant High School Gymnasium. We have more Olympian Conference boys basketball action for you tonight. I'm Nathan Levash. Alongside me, we got Donnie Hayes here with me tonight as the Brilliant Lions get set to host the St. Mary's Zephyrs. The Zephyrs come in at a 3-1 record, 2-0 in the Olympian Conference. Meanwhile, Brilliant undefeated at 4-0 and 2-0 in the Olympian. And
now the starting lineups.
Taking a look at the starting lineups for the Brilliant Lions. At number 2, Dante Krasinski, as you'll hear the PA along with me as well. Dante Krasinski, a 5'9 junior guard. Number 4, Jacob Mathebe, a 5'10 senior guard. Number 21, Justin Lorenz, a senior forward standing 6'3". At number 23, Michael Reeder, a 6'6 junior forward. And number 33, Tyler Lemke, a senior forward, checking in at 6'3" as well. We'll get more on Lemke a little bit later. And for St. Mary Central, number 11, Connor Schodorf, 5'11" senior guard. Number 12, Griffin Jack, 6 foot senior guard. Number 10, Samuel Hunt, 6'2" junior or senior forward. Michael Savaska, number 32, forward, and Christopher Braun, a 6'3" senior forward. And we're just about set for a tip. And taking a look, so the last 2 games for both teams, St. Mary Central won 51-40 at Chilton on Tuesday night. Meanwhile, Brilliant won 69-40 at Hilbert on Tuesday night. Tyler Lemke will do the honors against Christopher Brunn. And they'll reset the tip. And Brilliant controls it. Justin Lorenz up to Krasneski. Krasneski will set up the offense over to Mathebe. Now Lemke, now top to Lorenz, over to Krasneski. Mathebe corner, now wing to Lemke. Over to Lorenz, now Krasneski in the corner, top to Mathebe. Mathebe looks around, passes by the top. Now Lemke on the wing. Lemke drives, puts it up off glass and off the rim. No good. Rebound controlled by Lorenz. Fresh offense for the Lions. Lemke puts it up baseline. No good. And St. Mary's gets the rebound. That's Connor Schodorf with the rebound. He'll bring the ball up court. Schodorf looking around. Dribbles. Now passes up to Brunn. Griffin Jack with the ball, guarded by Lorenz. Now wing. Hunt puts it up from the right around the free throw line. 2 points good for St. Mary's. They take a 2-0 lead. 6:56 remaining in the first quarter. Mathebe now with the ball on the wing. Now over to Lorenz. Now with Krasneski in the corner. Top to Lemke. And ball thrown away. Mathebe went away to set a screen, and Lemke misread it.
Like a little miscommunication there.
Griffin Jack will bring the ball up the court, guarded by Lorenz. He'll pass, and Hunt misses the 3-pointer. Lemke bring the ball up the court. Cross court to Lorenz. Now Krasneski, 3-pointer, good. Corner pocket, 3-pointer.
Good extra pass there by Justin Lorenz.
Brilliant takes a 3-2 lead, 6:10 remaining in the first quarter. Schodorf with the 2-pointer for 3, St. Mary's. Krasneski now over to Lemke. Inside to Reeder. Now to Lorenz. Lorenz thought 3, passes it up. Now Krasneski, 3-pointer, no good. Taken in by Mathebe. He'll put up a shot. Gets a lot of rim, but in and out. 5:40 remaining, 4-3 St. Mary's. Brunn, now Schodorf. Schodorf being guarded by Mathebe. Thought about shooting, pulls up. Now Griffin Jack with the ball top of the key. Griffin Jack, he'll guard. Nice job by Reeder to come over, and Lemke will take possession. Krasnowski, now back to Lemke, now back to Krasnowski again. And bad pass leads to turnover. Griffin Jack over to Hunt. Hunt will set it up now to Shortorf. Shortorf top, pulls up, off, no good, and offensive foul. We'll get the, looks on Christopher Brunn. His first personal foul, team first. 5:02 remaining first quarter. Brilliant Trails 3-4. Mathiebe gets a little man pressured by Scholdorf. Now Reeder in the wing. Now Lorenz, now Lemke, now Mathiebe again. Mathiebe drives, doesn't see anything, passes out Krasnowski. Top to Lorenz, now over to Lemke. Reeder dribbles baseline, nothing doing. And travel. Krasnowski saw opening, but little foot happy there.
It's been a really sloppy quarter for both teams so far, don't you think?
A lot of turnovers so far. Something to look to clean up as we get a couple timeouts coming ahead. Jack over to Scholdorf. He'll bring it across center court. Now to Hunt. Scholdorf thought three, nothing doing, and that'll be Hunt that took the three. Reeder, the 6'6" junior forward, grabs the board, bring it up court. Mathiebe, he'll drive and fouled by Michael Saveska, junior 6'1" forward.
St. Mary Central's doing a really good job of defense in transition, limiting the fast break points we're getting.
That they are good help defense by St. Mary's so far here. 4-3, Brilliant Trails, 4:15 remaining first quarter. Top to Reeder. Reeder pumps at three, nothing doing. Krasnowski pulls up just inside, nothing doing. Lid on the cookie jar right now for Brilliant. Scholdorf. Now over to Griffin Jack. Jack being guarded by Mathiebe. Now back to Scholdorf. Switch defense. Now Griffin Jack back with the ball. Jack still with it. Now to Scholdorf. Scholdorf pulls up for three-pointer. Nothing doing. Lemke gets the rebound. Mathiebe passes up to Dante Krasnowski. Krasnowski looks, and they'll set up the offense. Mathiebe over to Krasnowski, left wing. Now back right wing to Mathiebe. Corner to Nick Dietrich. Dietrich came in for Justin Lorenz. Dietrich. Now Mathiebe, Krasnowski, Reeder. Lemke looking. He'll drive inside. Up and off the mark. No good. And offensive foul looks like over the back on Tyler Lemke.
Looks like Lemke's pressing a little bit.
Foul number 33, Tyler Lemke.
Lemke trying to force a shot there a little bit, but we'll get a little more on Lemke during the next team timeout. And Tyler Lemke will take a seat. Incoming for the Lions will be number 41, Seth Ranke, a 6'7" senior forward. Scholdorf with the ball as Brilliant puts a little pressure on. Now Hunt. Now he'll put it up over to Brunn. And now back to Scholdorf. Scholdorf will set up the offense. Now Jack. Now to Hunt. Now Saveska. Over to Scholdorf. And now back to Jack. Now Scholdorf. Scholdorf pulls up just inside the three-pointer, off the mark. Offensive rebound and off glass and good. Christopher Brunn. Krasnowski will bring the ball up, guarded by Jack. He'll set up the offense over to Reeder. Reeder guarded by Saveska. Reeder still with the ball, looking around, dribbles up, and now Mathiebe. Thought three, pulls up. Dietrich pulls up for three, off the mark, no good. Reeder with the ball, nice pass by Reeder, feeding Seth Ranke. 5-6, Brilliant Trails, 2:07 remaining. Michael Reeder called for a blocking foul.
Foul on number 23, Michael Reeder.
Reeder's first, team second. Coming in for the Lions will be Number 3, Graham Hasse and Tyler Lemke, number 33. Taking a seat for the Lions will be number 23, Michael Reeder, and number 2, Dante Krasneski. Also checking in for St. Mary's Central will be number 23, Samuel Hosheisel. And number 20, Caleb Davidson. Schlodorf with the ball. And Davidson puts up a three-pointer off the mark, no good. Hoheisel brings it in off the mark, and Lemke grabs the rebound. Last year, Lemke averaged just over 6 rebounds per ball game. Mathebe with the ball. And now Hasse. Back to Mathebe. Lemke looking around. Loose ball controlled by the Zephyrs. Schlodorf brings the ball up court. Schlodorf still looking. He'll pass over to Hoheisel. Now to Davidson. Now up to Hunt. Hunt looking around, guarded by Lemke. Now back to Davidson, guarded by Dietrich. Up to Hoheisel, guarded by Hasse. Now Hunt again. Drives baseline. Over to Schlodorf in the corner. Three-pointer, good. 5-9, Brilliant Trails. 44 seconds remaining first period. Lemke, now to Hasse. Now Mathebe looking around. Now to Hasse in the corner. Dietrich with the ball. Guarded by Davidson. Hasse looking, dribbling. And a foul on the Zephyrs. Coming in for the Lions will be number 21, Justin Lorenz, number 2, Dante Krasneski, and number 25, Alex Cooney. Going out for taking a seat for St. Mary's will be number 11, Connor Schlodorf. He'll be replaced by number 1, Michael Vandehey. Krasneski with the ball. Now to Lorenz. Hasse. Cooney. Now back to Hasse. Krasneski with the ball. Over to Hasse. Hasse dribbles. Now to Lorenz. Now Krasneski. Krasneski thought 3. Pulls back. Now Hasse with the ball. Dribbles inside. And off the mark. Ball taken away by St. Mary's, and a 3/4 court shot and just falls just off the iron. And at the end of the first period, a very low scoring game, 9-5, Brilliant Trails, St. Mary's Central. Taking a look at who's got points. Dante Krasneski's got 3 points for the Brilliant Lions in the first period, and Seth Ranke with 2 as well. And for St. Mary's Central, Connor Schlodorf with 5, and Samuel Hunt with 2, as well as Christopher Brunn with 2 as well.
One thing I noticed is that St. Mary's Central was switching up their defense. They'd go zone one possession, they switch back to man. See how Brilliant counters that in the second quarter here.
Something that Brilliant needs to keep an eye on. What defense is being played where and what kind of offense to run. You pretty much run a motion offense against anyone, but just on how you match up and go from there. Savesco started the second quarter. Inbound to Griffin Jack. Jack over to Schlodorf. Now to Saveska. Now back to Hunt. Top. Brunn. Now Jack. Now Saveska. Down low. And Lorenz with the rebound. Mathebe will bring the ball up court. Now Reeder. Now over to Krasneski. And nice job by Michael Reeder, dribbling baseline, up and in. 7-9, Brilliant Trails, 7:19 remaining second period. Griffin Jack guarded by Kuznetsky. Now over to Shodorf. He'll be guarded by Mathibi. Saveska guarded by Lemke on the wing. Now top over to Hunt. Hunt guarded. Now Saveska, he'll dribble top. Over to Brunn. Brunn back to Saveska, guarded by Lemke. Saveska looking over to Shodorf. Shodorf. Now Jack. Now top to Brunn. Hunt with the ball. Now over to Saveska, guarded by Lemke again. Shodorf, thought three, pulls back. Now over to Jack, top of the key. Jack will try to set up the offense. Kuznetsky right up with him. Now Saveska on the left wing. Lemke all over him. Nothing doing over to Brunn. Now Hunt with the ball, guarded by Lorenz. Now top over to Brunn. Lorenz guarding Hunt. Nothing doing. Now Saveska with the ball. Good job by the defense. Lions defense, nothing doing. 6:08 remaining second period. Hunt goes up, nothing doing. Great defense by the Lions. Mathibi will bring the ball up the court off the Michael Reeder rebound. Now Kuznetsky, thought three, pulls back. And right between the legs of Justin Lorenz.
In for Zephyrs, number 20,
Caleb Davidson will come in. He'll replace number 10, Samuel Hunt. Now Jack will bring the ball up the court, guarded by Kuznetsky. Almost got all the way through the lane. Saveska with the ball, and out of bounds. Errant pass by Michael Saveska goes through the hands of Griffin Jack, and the Lions take over again.
Number 10, Samuel Hunt.
The Brilliants clawing in on defense.
Kuznetsky inbounds to Mathibi. 5:36 remaining second period. Lions trail 7-9. Lorenz over to Mathibi. He'll dribble baseline, pull up, off the mark, no good. Ball controlled by Connor Shodorf. Now to Jack, guarded by Kuznetsky. Shodorf will bring the ball up, and now Jack on top of the key. He'll dribble, pass off the Hunt. Now Brunn. Brunn passes back to Shodorf. Shodorf still with the ball top of the key. Now back to Hunt. Now back to Shodorf again, guarded by Kuznetsky. Shodorf will set up the offense. Still looking around. Now over to Jack. Jack top of the key. Now Shodorf top of the key. Brunn guarded by Reeder. Now back to Shodorf. Shodorf dribbles in. Passes back out to Jack. Jack looking around. Now Hunt for three. Off the mark. No good. Kuznetsky, the smallest guy on the court, grabs the rebound. And a foul. Block shot by the Zephyrs, but the body call gets Jacob Mathibi to the free throw line. 4:34 remaining second period. 7-9. Brilliant trails. Mathibi comes in to the game averaging 15 points per contest. First free throw up and good.
In for Lions, number 32, Nick Dietrich.
8-9, Brilliant trails 4:34, second period. St. Mary's with 4 team fouls, Brilliant with 2. Second free throw up and off the mark, no good. Ball controlled by Sam Hunt. And 30-second timeout by St. Mary's. And as we get a timeout here, Don, any new insight as to what's going on?
Brilliant's got to do a little bit better taking care of the ball and try to get better looking shots. Got to pound it inside. I think they have a little bit of a height advantage considering St. Mary Central's tallest guy's only 6'3". So you'd look to exploit that a little bit at least.
And Brilliant, for Brilliant, they got 4 guys over 6'5". One at 6'7", one at 6'5", and 2 guys at 6'6". So, like you said, quite the height advantage there.
Brilliant's also been doing a good job of limiting the shots for St. Mary Central, holding them to long mid-range shots instead of letting them get inside.
St. Mary's always has kind of been a perimeter team, but like you said, no inside game for the Zephyrs to this point. Brun with the ball, guarded by Reeder. Now to Hahn. Now back to Davidson, guarded by Dietrich. Pulls up and good. Connor Schroeder from the baseline. Lemke with the ball. Now over to Kuznetsky. He'll bring it up across the center court. Now over to Lemke again. Now to Reeder. Reeder on the left wing. Looking around. He'll give it off to Kuznetsky. Kuznetsky still with the ball. Looking. Back to Reeder. Now over to Dietrich. Now Kuznetsky on the wing. Now top to Reeder. And bank shot and good. 10-11. Brilliant trails. 3:40 remaining second period.
I didn't realize the bank was open at 7:30 at night.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. Aaron Schroeder will bring the ball across center court. Now Brun with the ball. Over to Hunt. And now Davidson. Davidson guarded by Dietrich, excuse me. And now Jack with the ball, guarded by Kuznetsky. Top over to Schroeder. Schroeder guarded by Hasi. Davidson now Hunt, and now Brun, and now over to Jack. Jack drives baseline, nothing doing. Great baseline defense by the Lions. Schroeder pulls up and good from the elbow. Kuznetsky will bring the ball up. And across center court now. Now over to Hasi. Now to Reeder. Now over to Kuznetsky again. Pass inside to Lemke. Lemke driving around. Nothing doing. Now Reeder pulls up and good. Michael Reeder. Two consecutive baskets there. 12-13. Brilliant trails. Schroeder tried stopping on a dime, but almost lost his footing in the process. 2:20 remaining second period. 13-12, St. Mary's Olympian Conference boys basketball action. Now Hunt with the ball. Now inside to Jack. Jack drives in, tries putting it up, nothing doing, and a foul will go on Sam Hunt. Good rebound by Nick Dietrich. Coming in for the Lions will be number 41, Seth Ranke, number 4, Jacob Mathiebe, and number 25, Alex Cooney. Going out for the Lions will be number 32, Nick Dietrich, number 23, Michael Reeder, as well as Dante Kuznetsky. Davidson comes out for St. Mary's Central, and in comes Michael Silveska, as well as Alex Depis. Ooh, around the rim 2 times at least for Tyler Lemke, and it spins out. Jack now over the shoulder. Hunt with the ball, now top to Silveska. Looking to feed, shoulder, nothing doing there. Silveska with the ball, top of the key. Now Hunt. Lemke with the position defensively. Now Schroeder, and now over to Griffin Jack. Now over to Silveska. Silveska still with the ball, looking around. Mathiebe playing good defense on the perimeter. Now to Jack at the top, guarded by Hasi. Now over to Hunt. Now back to Jack. Now Silveska with the ball. Silveska still looking. He'll pass up top to Schroeder. And now Griffin Jack with the ball. 49 seconds remaining second period. Brilliant, still playing great team defense. Griffin Jack with the ball. Jack looking to do something with it, but Graham Hasi playing great defense on the perimeter. Mathiebe now on Schroeder. Schroeder looking around, nothing doing.
Looks like St. Mary Central is going to hold it for one last shot here.
25 seconds remaining. St. Mary's still with the ball. 12-13. They lead. Schroeder guarded by Mathiebe. Now Jack with the ball. Now Depis puts up a shot off the mark. No good. Offensive rebound though. Alex Hunt. Now Jack for 3. Off the mark. And that'll end the first half. At the end of the first half, Brilliant Trails 12-13 Brilliant goes for 7 points in the second period. Meanwhile, St. Mary's Central held to 4. So great defense by the Lions in the second quarter there. And taking a look before we get a halftime performance by the Brilliant Palm squad. Michael Reeder with 6 points. Jacob Mathiebe with 1. Seth Ranke with 2. And Dante Krasneski with 3. And for St. Mary's Central, 9 points for Connor Shordorf, 2 for Christopher Brunn, and 2 for Sam Hunt. And as we set this step aside, this is the Brilliant High School Pom Squad under the direction of Billy Joe Strong. And hello and welcome back. We got more second half action here at the Brilliant High School Gymnasium. I'm Nathan Levash alongside Donnie Hayes as St. Mary's Central leads 13-12 over Brilliant here in the first half. Again, second half action, 28 seconds remaining before we get set there. And before we get a little input from Don, last season Brilliant won 44-34 at St. Mary's Central, and they also won 71-63 in Brilliant. In Brilliant, it was tied at the half 33-33. Brilliant outscored St. Mary's Central 38-30 in the second half. Here tonight, 12-13 Brilliant trails. So a little on the lesser scale, a lot of good defense, not so much good offense. Don?
A little different than last year, huh?
Just a little bit.
Brilliant's got to look to get Tyler going. He's got 0 points in that first half. He's leading scorer, averaging 23 points a game. Got to look to him to step it up here in the second half.
That to do. Tyler Lemke, one of the Post Crescent area Fab 5 media players, voted by the Post Crescent as one of the top 5 players in the Post Crescent area or the Fox Cities area. And now Mathiebe will get set for the second half. Now cross court from Reeder to Krasnetsky. Now Lorenz. Now to Lemke. Lemke looking around. Top to Mathiebe. Dribbles. Now over to Reeder. Reeder. Now back top to Mathiebe. Mathiebe over to Krasnetsky. Krasnetsky guarded by Jack. Now inside the Reeder. Now out to Lorenz. Thought three. Pulls back. Now Reeder looking. Goes in. Up. Off glass. No good. And Lorenz grabs it away from Michael Saveska. Great job by Lorenz. Now Mathiebe for three. Got it. Jacob Mathiebe. It's 15-13. Brilliant leads.
Brilliant's first lead since it was 3-0.
And another three-pointer off that. 7:07 remaining. Schlodorf with the ball. Now Saveska. Guarded by Lemke. Lemke. Great defense. And now Mathiebe. And foul will be on number 12, Griffin Jack. First team foul, second half.
Foul on number 12, Griffin Jack.
And as we were talking about Lemke, he averaged 15.8 points per game and 6.3 rebounds per game last season, leading to the Lions to the WIAA Division IV state semifinals at the Kohl Center in Madison. He was a second-team Post-Crescent player of the year or player last year. As Mathiebe pulls up another three, off the mark, no good. Saveska with the rebound. He was a unanimous first-team All-Olympian Conference and a first-team WIAA first-team Wisconsin Basketball Coaches Association selection in Division IV. So quite a few accolades for Lemke as Shorter with a made shot there for St. Mary's Central. Krasnetsky will set up the offense. Now to Lemke. Lemke from the elbow, in and out. Still nothing doing for Tyler Lemke. 15-15, just under 6 minutes in the second or third quarter. Saveska with the ball, left wing. Now top to Hunt. Now over to Brunn. Brunn puts up a three-pointer and good. The big man for St. Mary's Central. 6'3" forward for St. Mary's. Christopher Brunn gets a three-pointer. Michael Reeder, a 6'6" forward, decided not to pull a three-pointer even though he was wide open. Now Reeder pulls up baseline and good. Michael Reeder with about a 12-foot jumper. 17-18, excuse me. Brilliant down one. Griffin Jack with the ball, guarded by Krasnetsky. Now over to Shorter. Now Saveska with the ball, left wing, top to Hunt. Now Brunn. Inside to Saveska, looking around, up and foul on Tyler Lemke. Lemke charged with called for a push. 2 free throws coming from Michael Saveska. First team foul, second personal for Tyler Lemke. First free throw up and good. 17-19, Brilliant trails.
For Lions number 32, Nick Dietrich.
Nick Dietrich will take over for Justin Lorenz. Dietrich, a 6'5" senior forward for the Lions. Second free throw up and good. And Tyler Lemke will come out. Replacing him will be number 41, Seth Ranke, a 6'7" senior forward / center. Mathiebe will bring the ball up, trailing 20-17. Krasnetsky with the ball on the wing. Now back to Mathiebe. Mathiebe looking, set up the offense. Knocked out of bounds by Samuel Hunt.
Looks like St. Mary Central's in a 2-1-2 zone here. See how they attack that.
Brilliant looking to find the hole in the zone. Krasnetsky thought about a deep three, but decided against it. And a bad pass by Seth Ranke right into the hands of Michael Saveska. Schodorf will bring the ball up. Now to Jack. Now Samuel Hunt with the made basket. 22-17, Brilliant trails. And a timeout by Brilliant. full timeout. Brilliant just has no answers right now for St. Mary's defense.
Full timeout for the Brilliant Lions.
And taking a look at both teams, what they've done so far this year. For Brilliant, they won 69-60 in their opener at New Holstein. And they followed that up with a 61-49 win at Two Rivers, followed by a 44-36 win in the home opener versus Wrightstown, and a 69-40 win, as I mentioned earlier, Tuesday night at Hilbert. And for St. Mary's Central, in their opener, they had a 65-26 win over Manawa in St. Mary's, and then a 56-44 win over Manitowoc Lutheran at St. Mary's. They had a 43-48 loss at home to Belmont last Saturday on December 6th. And as I mentioned earlier as well, they had a 51-40 win at Chilton on Tuesday night. And leading the way for the Zephyrs is Connor Schodorf, who comes in averaging 17.3 points per game. And that is through 3 games, not including the Chilton game. Mathiebe, now to Krasnevsky, now corner to Lorenz. Now baseline to Dietrich. Dietrich out to Krasnevsky, now over to Mathiebe. Now Lorenz over to Mathiebe. Mathiebe looking, back to Lorenz. Now inside to Lemke. Lemke looking around. Lemke goes off glass, no good. Dietrich tries going up strong, and good! And one for Nick Dietrich. The 6'5" senior forward goes to the line for 1 free throw. Brilliant trailing 19-22. 3:55 remaining third quarter. That'll be the second foul on Sam Hunt. And second team foul as well. Dietrich's free throw up and in and out. Free throw no good. Krasnevsky will play some press defense on Jack. Hunt thought 3, pulls out. Now Schodorf, now to Silveska. And a foul on the ground.
Foul number 2, Dante Krasnevsky.
Dante Krasnevsky called for his personal foul, team second. 3:34 remaining third quarter, Brilliant down by 3. Caleb Davidson will inbound for the Zephyrs. And he'll pass across center court over to Connor Schodorf. Now to Jack. Jack looking. Now Davidson. Now top to Hunt. Now Alex Deppes, who is also in the game. Nice job by Mathiebe. Stepped right in front of it. And a foul will go against St. Mary's. And it looks like Caleb Davidson.
Foul number 20, Caleb Davidson.
His second personal foul, team third. Jacob Mathiebe will check in at the free throw line for 2 free throws. First free throw up and good. 2 for 3 for St. Mary's, Jacob Mathiebe from the free throw line today. Justin Lorenzo will take a seat. Coming back in will be Michael Reeder. Second free throw up and good. 3 for 4 from the free throw line for Jacob Mathiebe. Lions trail by 1 as Mathiebe will check out. Coming in will be Graham Hasse for the Lions. Brilliant will play some press defense. Schodorf with the ball. Got it by Krasnevsky. Now that was Samuel Hoheisel for 3. Krasnevsky from elbow, good. Dante Krasnevsky. And a full timeout by St. Mary's Central.
Full timeout by St. Mary's Central.
Smooth butter, brother. What's that? Smooth like butter right now, man. Really good job.
2:41 remaining third quarter. Brilliant trails 23-25. Team fouls for both teams. Brilliant with 2 and St. Mary's Central with 3. And taking a look at what we got for scoring so far, third quarter, or excuse me, overall. Dante Krasnetsky with 5 and Dante Krasnetsky with 8 total, and Jacob Metheby with 3, Michael Reeder with 8, Nick Dietrich with 2, and Seth Ranke with 2. Connor Shorter comes in with 11 points, Samuel Hunt with 4, Samuel Holheisel just hit a 3-pointer with 3 points, Michael Saveska with 2 made free throws, and Christopher Brunn with 5. Davidson now over to Schodorf, Saveska with the ball on the left wing, guarded by Lemke. Schodorf guarded by Haase. Now Davidson guarded by Reeder. Now over to Holheisel, guarded by Metheby. Davidson drills baseline. Now Schodorf for 3 from the corner, in and out. And a foul on number 23, Samuel Holheisel, as Lemke grabbed the rebound. That's his second personal foul.
Foul number 23, Samuel Holheisel.
Griffin Jack will check back in for St. Mary's Central. Coming out will be Connor Schodorf. Graham Haase will also check out, and coming in will be Dante Krasnetsky. On the court for the Lions, Krasnetsky, Metheby, Reeder, Lemke, and Dietrich. Krasnetsky with the ball, left wing. Now right wing to Metheby. Metheby looking around. Now Dietrich. Dietrich now back top to Metheby. Now corner to Dietrich. And Lemke with his first 2 goes glass. 25-25, 1:35 remaining third quarter. Brand new ball game. Griffin Jack guarded by, and Dante Krasnetsky called for the foul.
Foul number 2, Dante Krasnetsky.
Second personal foul on Dante Krasnetsky, team third. Krasnetsky. Now Saveska with the ball. Now Davidson with the ball top and over to Alex Depes. Jack now top to Saveska. And over to Holheisel. And Holheisel with travel.
In for Zephyrs, number 10, Samuel Hunt.
Nick Dietrich took a shot there from Holheisel after the travel. No additional fouls called. Metheby over to Krasnetsky as they're back in the zone. Now Metheby looking around. Now back to Krasnetsky, left wing. Over to Metheby, thought 3, pulls back. Now Dietrich looking around. And Lemke goes up off glass, no good, but he'll be headed to the free throw line for 2 free throws.
Foul on number 10, Samuel Hunt.
Lemke, in and out. Lemke so far tonight with 2 points, well below his season average of 23 a game. Credit to the St. Mary's Central Zephyrs for good team defense and shutting them down a little bit to this point. Krasnetsky will take a seat. Coming will be Graham Haase. Justin Lorenzo will be getting set to check in, pending a made free throw by Tyler Lemke. Lemke's free throw up and off the mark, no good. On the court for St. Mary's Central, is Samuel Hunt, Griffin Jack, Connor Shordorf, Caleb Davidson, and Christopher Brunn. Hunt with the ball. Now Brunn, top of the key. Brunn looking around. Over to Shordorf. 17 seconds on the clock. Looks like they might hold for one last shot. Griffin Jack with the ball. He'll go top of the key. Now Brunn, thought three. One made three-point already this quarter. Now Shordorf with 4 seconds left. And 1 second and an offensive foul.
Foul number 10, Samuel Hunt.
Samuel Hunt with his 4th personal foul.
Number 2, Dante Krasinski. And number 25,
Alex Cuneo check into the game for Michael Reeder. Tyler Lemke checks out, and Graham Hasse checks out. 1.7 seconds remaining, third quarter. Dietrich pulls up from 3, off the glass, no good. Nick Dietrich hit a nice shot at the state semifinal against Whitefish Bay Dominican from half court as the time expired. The shot counted, and Dietrich finished with 3 points that game, but the crowd, for what it was worth, went wild after that shot, even though Brilliant lost that game. And, well, as Brilliant fans, we all hope for a return trip down to Madison this year and maybe a little revenge on Whitefish Bay Dominican. So at the end of the third quarter, it's all tied up 25-25. Brilliant with 3 team fouls, and St. Mary's Central with 6. So Brilliant will be shooting bonus the rest of the way. Next game for the Brilliant Lions boys basketball team will be Monday as they host for the Freedom Irish here at the Brilliant High School Gymnasium. Davidson will inbound to Jack. Now over to Shordorf. He'll bring it up across center court. Now Brunn with the ball, top of the key, guarded by Reeder. Now inside. Shordorf puts it up, no good. Rebound by Lorenz. Mathiebe looking. Reeder at baseline. Cross court over to Krasneski. Three-pointer and good. Dante Krasneski. Dialing up long range. 28-25. Brilliant leads. 7:28 remaining fourth quarter. Three-pointer for Davidson and good. The answer from Caleb Davidson, 28 apiece. 7:20 remaining fourth quarter. Krasneski thought about another three, decided against it. Now Mathiebe. Mathiebe over to Reeder. Now Mathiebe, right wing. Now Reeder. Reeder looking around. Nothing doing. Over to Mathiebe. Now Krasneski. Krasneski dribbles, puts it up off glass and good. Dante Krasneski show to start the fourth quarter. 5 straight points.
Krasneski's doing a good job of carrying the team after Lemke's slow start.
And so far, Krasneski with 13 points through this contest so far. Griffin Jack with the ball. Now to Brunn. Now Hunt with the ball. Looking around. Now to Brunn. Right wing. Now over to left wing to Hunt. Corner to Griffin Jack. Now Shordorf guarded by Mathiebe. Mathiebe. And blocked away by Tyler Lemke. Last home game for the Brilliant Lions. Tyler Lemke came up with, I bet you, 4 or 5 huge block shots. Krasneski. He'll drive baseline. Up and good. Dante Krasneski with 15 points. 6:05 remaining in the fourth quarter. 32-28 Brilliant.
Krasneski with all 7 points here to start the fourth quarter.
Not a bad way to start the quarter. Three-pointer up by Hunt. Off the mark, no good. And Lemke with the rebound.
That was a good box out by Lemke. Kept his guy in his back.
Not doing it offensively. Now Mathiebe for 3. And good. Jacob Mathiebe. Dialing up long range as well. 35-28 Brilliant. 5:41 remaining fourth quarter. And Mathebe now with 6 points. Big 3 there from the senior guard.
Good 7-0 run here to start the fourth quarter to give us a little bit of breathing room here. Head into the clutch time.
10 points here in the fourth quarter for the Lions, but as Don said, 7-0 run as Brilliant and St. Mary's traded a 3-pointer to start the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the rest of some other stats for the teams. As I said, Dante Krasneski with 15 points. Jacob Mathebe with 6. Michael Reeder with 8. Nick Dietrich with 2. Tyler Lemke with 2. And Seth Ranke with 2. Samuel Hunt with 4. Connor Shordorf with 11. Caleb Davidson with 3 here in the fourth quarter and 3 total. And Samuel Holheisel with 3. Michael Silvescu with 2. And Christopher Brunn with 3. St. Mary Central does a lot of 3-point shooting, and you'll see that in the box score. Griffin Jack now over to Shorter, guarded by Mathebe. He'll pull up from the elbow, off the mark, no good. And nice job by Lorenz with the rebound. Up to Krasneski, now over to Mathebe. Now Reeder in the corner. Now Lemke back to Reeder. Reeder looking around. Now to Krasneski, right wing, excuse me. Now off glass. Mathebe tried just to tip it in, but he needed a few more inches to get up to that spot. Now Shorter, top of the key. Now over to Jack. And they'll play switch defense. And a block by Jacob Mathebe, call for a foul.
Foul number 4, Jacob Mathebe.
Brilliant's been doing a good job all night of limiting St. Mary Central's offensive rebounds. I think they've only had like 1 or 2 all game so far today.
Good job limiting that. Good job post defense by the Lions. Brunn goes inside and off the mark, no good, but offensive rebound right as we say it. Now Davidson for 3 off the mark. And Mathebe controls the rebound. Up to Lemke. Nice job by... And a foul. Justin Lorenz gets a nice pass from Tyler Lemke. And Lorenz will head to the free throw line.
Foul number 33, Christopher Brunn.
35-28, 4:20 remaining fourth quarter. Brilliant leads. First free throw, no good for the Lions. Lorenz still with 1 to come. 14 fouls for the Lions and 7 for the Zephyrs. Last personal foul was on Christopher Braun, his second personal. And second one up and good.
In for Brilliant, number 3, Graham Haskell.
Justin Lorenz now with 1 point on the evening.
Brilliant, number 32, Nick
Dante Krasneski will take a seat as Graham Hasse will come in. Justin Lorenz also taking a seat. Coming in will be Nick Dietrich. Hasse, Mathebe, Reeder, Dietrich, and Lemke on the court for the Lions. Loose ball on the court and knocked out of bounds by the Lions. (36-28), Brilliant leads. 4:08 remaining fourth quarter. Shorter for the ball on the wing. Guarded by Mathebe. He'll dribble top. Shorter still with the ball. He'll set up the offense. Now back to Hunt. Now over to Silvescu. Down low to Brunn. And hits the underside, the back side of the backboard as he tried to pass it out to Griffin Jack. And the Brilliant Lions take over possession. Alex Depes will come in for Christopher Brunn. Now on the court for the Zephyrs will be number 10, Samuel Hunt, number 11, Connor Shorter, number 12, Griffin Jack, number 13, Alex Depes, and number 32, Michael Silvescu. Reeder with the ball. Now over to Krasnowski. Krasnowski drives in. Over to Reeder. 2 free throws to come. Reeder couldn't quite control the ball. He might have had a nice, easy bunny shot. But now Reeder goes to the line to earn the free throws. Alex Deppis with his first personal foul, team 8th. First free throw up, off, back iron, no good. Samuel Holheisel will come in. He'll replace Michael Saveska. Lorenz will come back in, and he'll take the place of Tyler Lemke. Second free throw up, and good. 9 points on the evening for Michael Reeder, a 6'6" junior forward. Short off with the ball, guarded by Krasnowski. Looking around, now Deppis with the ball. Deppis driving, and foul on Graham Hasse. Graham Hasse called for a push. Team 5th. First personal foul on Hasse. Hasse will take a seat, as will Nick Dietrich. Tyler Lemke will come back in, as will Jacob Mathiebe. Shoulder with the ball, guarded by Mathiebe. Now Samuel Hans with the missed free throw. Krasnowski looking around, and Reeder goes up off glass, and good. 11 points for Michael Reeder. 39-28, brilliant. 3:06 remaining, fourth quarter. Three-pointer up off the mark, no good for Griffin Jack. Lemke brings the ball up, he'll pull back and set up the offense. Lorenz with the ball on the wing, now to Reeder. Timeout called by Brilliant. Coach Shimmick didn't quite like what he saw.
St. Mary Central has been doing a lot of one pass and shoot, which has helped Brilliant get out in transition a little bit more this second half.
A lot of perimeter shots for St. Mary's, as you said, Don. Not a whole lot of ball movement, and 3 points to the credit of St. Mary's here in their fourth quarter, which is even more credit to the Brilliant Lions defense. Brilliant with 14 points here in the fourth quarter, as they started 25 all heading into the fourth. 39-28, 2:50 remaining fourth quarter. St. Mary's with 18 fouls and Brilliant with 5. Only one player in foul trouble to this point, and that would be number 10, Samuel Hans, with 4 personal fouls.
Brilliant's done a really good job on Connor the second half, limiting him to only 2 points in the second half compared to the 8, 9, 10 points he had in the first half.
9 points for Shordorf in the first half, 11 total, 6 points below his season average of 17.3 points per contest. Reeder with the ball, looking around, now back to Mathiebe. Mathiebe will set up the offense as St. Mary's tries a trap. And a foul will be called on number 12, Griffin Jack. Connor Shordorf with some nice footwork with the basketball on his feet. Wonder if he played soccer. 2:26 remaining fourth quarter. 39-28, Brilliant leads.
You're really reaching into your bag of tricks there with the nice little.
I saw good foot movement. Why not? Second personal foul on Griffin Jack. And first free throw goes around the rim and in for Dante Krasnowski. 16 points on the night for Krasnowski. 40-28, Brilliant leads. Off the front iron, no good. 1 for 2 from the charity stripe for Krasnowski. Oh, Lemke with a nice block shot at the rim. And Reeder goes up strong. I believe that's 13 points for Michael Reeder. And Lemke went for a big shot block there, but it went off glass, no good. Brilliant takes over, 42-28. And Griffin Jack picks up his third personal foul.
St. Mary's Central hasn't been doing a good job these last few possessions. They've been kind of erratic and just kind of rushing things. They were still in this game, but now it's starting to get away from them a little bit.
And first free throw up and good for Jacob Mathiebe. 4 for 5 from the free throw line tonight. 25 all at the start of the fourth quarter, and now 43-28. An 18-3 run in the fourth quarter, make it 19-3 as Mathiebe knocks down the second free throw. 1:50 remaining fourth quarter. Brilliant leads 44-28. Shorter pulls up from the free throw line and good. Mathiebe with the ball. Now over to Krasnewski. He'll try to get it across. Now back to Mathiebe. Now Krasnewski. Krasnewski with some nifty ball movement. Now Lemke up off glass and good. 46-30. And Mathiebe with the steal, but couldn't get his momentum underneath him. And St. Mary's will get the ball back. Alex Cooney will come into the game, number 25 for them. For him, number 41, Seth Ranke. Number 5, Dylan Knespel. Number 34, Bennett Reese. And number 10, Jordan Stanek. So that'll be it for the Stars for Brilliant, as Connor Shorter will bring the ball across center court. Over to Hoheisel, now to Shorter again. Just inside the three-pointer, good. Two straight baskets for Connor Shordorf. 1:11 remaining fourth quarter. Brilliant leads 46-32.
30-second timeout by St. Mary's Central.
10 team fouls for St. Mary's Central. Double bonus the rest of the way for the Lions as we have a team timeout for St. Mary's Central. Good crowd in attendance here tonight at the Brilliant High School Gymnasium. And a new group of players for St. Mary's Central. Number 1, Michael Vandehei makes his second appearance tonight. Number 5, Anthony Jakubek. Number 11, Connor Shorter still in there. Number 12, Griffin Jack. And number 23, Sam Hoheisel. And Brilliant ball off a tip pass. And that'll be it for Connor Shordorf as he is replaced by number 4, Zach Parks. Number 3, and also Carter Kings for Sam Hoheisel. And Griffin Jack also out. He'll be replaced by number 21, Kyle Kroll. Alex Cooney looking to pass the ball in. And tipped away by Carter King. Brilliant gets the ball up on the sideline rather than on the baseline now. Dylan Knospel, one of the quarterbacks from the Brilliant High School football team this year. Cooney with the ball. Now over to Knospel. Knospel, now to Cooney. Cooney looking to get across center court. And loose ball, and Brilliant will maintain possession. Cooney tried to cross over and it went off his leg. 54.8 seconds remaining fourth quarter. Brilliant leads 46-32. Dylan Knespel will be going to the free throw line for 2 free throws.
Foul number 3, Carter King.
Carter King with the offensive foul, or the defensive foul, 5'10" junior guard. Knespel to the free throw line, a 6'2" junior guard. First free throw up and good. Dylan Knespel makes his way into the scoring column. 47-32 Brilliant, 50.8 seconds remaining fourth quarter. Second free throw up and good. Dylan Knespel showing good from the free throw line. 2 for 2, 48-32. Brilliant leads. Carter King with the ball. Now over to the corner, off the mark. Last three-pointer was by Anthony Jakubek. 36 seconds left. Foul.
Foul number 3, Carter King.
Carter King with another foul. Second personal on him. Getting set to check in for the Lions. Number 20, Jason Tim, and number 15, Cody Grieve.
In for Lions, number 20, Jason Tim. Number 15, Cody
Ben Ariso
Grieve.
check out, as will Dylan Knespo.
Joshua Lacey.
Jordan Stanek will go to the free throw line for 2 free throws now. And second free throw up and good. First one, I believe, was off the mark. And Jordan Stanek gets the offensive rebound. Stanek listed at 5'11". And now Grieve. Now over to Tim. Tim with the ball. Joe's top of the key. Now to Cooney. Cooney looking around. Now to Stanek. Looking to get the ball into making nothing doing. Now to Grieve on the wing. Grieve sets it. He'll give it back to Tim. 4 seconds left, and that'll be it for this contest. Brilliant wins 49-32 in Olympian Conference action. They improved to 3-0 in the Olympian. Meanwhile, St. Mary's Central will dip down to 2-1 in the Olympian. 3-2 overall. Meanwhile, the Lions overall get up to 5-0. Still undefeated. And checking the scoring column for this contest, Dante Krasneski finishes with 16 points. Jacob Mathibi finishes with 8 points. Jordan Stanek Dylan Knespo with 2. Stanek with 1. Michael Reeder with 13. Nick Dietrich with 2. Tyler Lemke with 4. And Seth Ranke with 2. And then Samuel Hunt with 4 points for St. Mary's. Connor Schroeder with 15. Caleb Davidson with 3. Samuel Holheisel with 3. Michael Sylvester with 2. And Christopher Brunn with 5. And a 49-32 final for the Brilliant Lions. Don, any final thoughts on the way this game turned out?
The first half was a struggle. The second half, they got off to a much better start. They hit some baskets. Fourth quarter, they finally put the pedal to the metal and finally played a pretty good quarter.
That it was a shaky first half, to say the least. 12-13. Brilliant trailed at the end of the first half, and they finished the third quarter tied 25-25, and then end up winning 49-32 as St. Mary's only mustered up 7 points to Brilliant's 24 in the fourth quarter. So Brilliant really, as you said, put the pedal to the metal in the fourth. As we get set to step aside for this contest, we'll see you again down the road, but thank you everyone for tuning in, and many more games still to come here in the future. So Brilliant wins 49-32 here in Olympian Conference action over the St. Mary's Central Zephyrs. Have a great night, everyone.